Alright, I'm going to do a quick little tutorial on how to do some concept modeling. First, I'm going to get a new file and I'm going to create a part. I'm going to call this robot concept 1. Hit OK. Oh, it's already in use. How about robot concept 2? Alright. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sketch on, let's go on the top plane. We're going to sketch on the top plane, and we're going to click this button to kind of center and flatten out our sketch, and we're going to make a rectangle. Hit OK, and we're going to extrude it. And let's extrude it, let's say 12 inches. And then we're going to change some of these other lengths here. Let's hit OK first. Let's make it 30 inches by 30 inches by 24 inches. Alright, so here's our robot base. Alright. Next, let's put on some little hooks. So how are we going to do this? Let's sketch a circle. Oh, cancel. Let's click that plane. Now let's sketch a circle. Let's orient our view, and let's put a little circle there, and you can see that if I kind of get close to the center line, I can follow it up, and you can also see that the circle will snap to the same radius as the other one. So those are my two circles. And now I'm going to hit OK. I'm done with those. And my circles, I'm going to extrude. Sure, let's go 12 inches. Alright. And then what? Then I'm going to select this top surface. I want to say OK, select this top surface, sketch something, change our view around. It's hard to see it, but let's sketch a little rectangle. And actually, I don't want it to be, I want it to be slanted this time. So I'm going to get my first point, my second point, and do something like this. And then this point, and something like that. Alright, hit OK, and now I want to extrude that sketch, and I don't want to extrude it that much. Let's say ½ an inch. What I'm looking at is doing little hooks here. Alright, so now I'm just going to select, and hit OK. Alright, now I want to select this face, and I want to sketch a little surface on it, a rectangle. I'm going to change my view, and I'm going to sketch, well, let's go down about like that. Okay, and that's good. And I want to extrude that sketch, and I'm sure not as much as it's showing. There we go, being slow. Another ½ inch, 0.5. Alright. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one. If I can get that surface. There we go. Sketch. Square it up. rectangle, and same as that one. Okay, extrude it, 0.5. Okay, so now I have a little hook robot concept here. Alright, so I'm just going to save it. It's going to be saved to my workspace. And now I'm going to create an assembly. And we're just going to call this concept 2 on pyramid. Right. Alright. So now what do I need to do? I need to bring in some parts. So I want to add a component. So I go to the assemble button. And, well, the one I'm working on is in my session. Ooh, where is it? It is called Robot Concept 2. Robot Concept 2. I'm going to add that. Alright. Yeah, I should have added the base first. I'm going to hit X, and I'm going to add the pyramid first, and I'm going to lock that one down. So the pyramid, I happen to know, is GE 13043. 13043, and there is a red and a blue. I like blue. I'm gonna take the blue one. Alright, so there's the pyramid. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix this. Alright, it's gonna be fixed. It's not moving. Alright, hit OK. So now this one is fully located in the drawing, and now I can add my robot to it. And so I'm going to assemble, and I'm going to go to my Robot Concept 2, Robot Concept 2, there it is, open. Alright, now I'm going to rotate it here like this, and rotate it like this. I'm going to pull it over here. Let's see where I am. Gotta go this way a little bit. Bring it down. So all these different arrows allow you to get specific type of movement. I can get just vertical. If I select this, this will give me just planar motion. Okay, now I see I'm intersecting with it. I want to bring it down a little bit, and boom. It's hooked onto the bars. And it's hanging there. Up a little bit. Alright. But there's a problem, right? You can see that this is twisted a little bit more. Right? You can see how the bar goes through the robot. So, you know, might have to leave room for that, a big slot in the robot, or the robot's going to have to tip to go over it. And let's see, it's being slow here. There we go. So if it were to tip, I might have to tip like, I want to rotate that way, like this. A little more. Pull it back. Push it up. Alright. Down a little bit. So it's just all a matter of manipulating these arrows to get it hooked down like I went up too far. Now we're waiting for the computer. There we go. Pull it back. Alright. So now it's sort of latched on. And I could probably make a small slot and have it go up like that. So, how does that look? what's wrong with it, what's good about it, got a better concept. That's kind of how you start making some concepts to start to figure out, you know, what's going to work and what's not going to work. So I'm going to click OK. So that's where I want it to be. Now I'm going to save my model. I call this concept 2 on pyramid. And I hit OK. Now last, I'm going to show how to upload it. So the pyramid's already in Windchill, so really my assembly and my robot are not. And so I'm going to do a check-in and hit OK. Alright, so now I'm sitting in Windchill. I'm seeing what's in, not quite the main directory, but in the Windchill cabinet. If I go back to the, let's go up a folder. So this is our Windchill cabinet. We have MathCAD files, some other folders that will populate later, and CAD models. So if I click on CAD models, I'll see a few things. I'll see what we call a sandbox, where you can kind of play around, you know, throw junk in there, practice stuff. McMaster parts, you know, parts that we buy from McMaster. First kit of parts, the exhibition bot, you know, that'll be coming later. Don't worry about that right now. Concepts, any of your concepts, especially for this year, they can go in there. Parts from BaneBots, parts from AndyMark, and the field. And so what I'm going to do, you can see the parts and the assembly that I just made, robot concept 1, so it was the robot. There they are, the pyramid. So the pyramid is in this field folder. So I didn't modify it, I just pulled it into an assembly. So my assembly contains, and actually you can see it right here. You can see it contains the pyramid and the robot. And so I didn't modify the pyramid, and we're not going to want to modify the pyramid in this concept. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select these two, because I don't want them in this directory, I want them in the concept directory. And so what you do is you select the two files, these two files in this case, and I'm going to cut. And it says, this is how you do the copy of the clipboard. If you do a copy and paste, it doesn't work. You need to do a cut and paste. So now I've cut them, and they're still showing there. Now what I do is go to Concepts. I'm in the Concept folder, and I do Action Paste. And then it's going to do its thing here, and you'll just hit OK. You don't have to hit OK. And they've been basically moved into this folder. So now you can see who's last modified it, and you can open it up and take a look at it. So that's it on doing a quick concept.